Well, there's a power washer downstairs. We'll hope that they don't stay too long. Ah, happy birthday, Donna. Thank you, Alana. Good to know this. Happy Friday, Jerry. Hi, Joes. Happy birthday. Donna, you've done so much with this practice. We're all plugged in. So, hopefully, it's not too bad at your end, because it's the opposite of yesterday, where we had the birds and the trees and the ants, and it was beautiful. Now we have we have a power washer outside who's doing it up. So we will let people arrive. Hey, Sue Harding. Good morning. Good morning. I must say that I very much have been not seeing you as I practice. It is very difficult to remember the impact of this work and the role of a teacher. It's like making food and never tasting it. It's very strange for me. Today is day 99. Day 99 of not being in the studio and not feeling the transmission of this work between us and what we're making. And so I will trust in this, and I am grateful for the medium that allows us to connect here. I'm grateful for the time that has allowed all of our practices to mature. I'm grateful for every one of those 99 days and the way that it makes all of this so much. You think, oh, I can't teach if I can't see people. And yet it is transmitted, and I hear from you as you write to me about what changes and how you take it where you go and I take it where I go. And this is so important. And I'm so, so grateful for that. So it's June 19th, Juneteenth here in the States. The very last kind of settlement in Texas for the announcement of the end of slavery to finally reach the corner of the furthest state at the time. And long time coming. And we should know more about this day. So this is Juneteenth. And what I'm going to read to you is from the Aquarian teacher. And it's just going to take us a second, because we can come to this practice without knowing how much is underneath it, how much is holding us. So that when we falter or when we wonder, should I practice, should I not? Or maybe, why is this affecting me so deeply? The reason being, in the Kundalini philosophy, we moved from the 1,000 years of the Piscean age into what we have now. We've just begun the Aquarian age. The Piscean age was dominated by machines and hierarchies. And the new Aquarian age is ruled by awareness, information, and energy. The greatest power of this age is your word, your consciously projected words. And this change is radical. It's not incremental. It's a simultaneous change in the inner and the outer world. The mind is changing its sensitivity, its basic frequency, and its fundamental functioning. The age we left behind, there was centralization. There were hierarchies. There were layers and layers and layers to get in to sacred knowledge. And sometimes that can seem far from us to understand, but I want you to think about how all of us went to college, or many of we went to school, and one grade teaches what you need to know to go to the next grade, which teaches you to the next grade. And then there was this sort of sorting that happened, who went to this school and who went to that school, and you had to pass a test. All these hierarchies, which began to keep information. This group gets the information here, and that group gets that information. And everything about our systems was making these separations. And everything about what we learned was how to gain access. Do I have access? Do you have access? What do I have? What do you have? It makes us competitive. It makes us individual. It makes us very tribal. It makes it very cliquish. We're very protective, right? It makes a deep sense of unworthiness over time because you're always trying to get to the next level. Right now, the age of Aquarius, which is the heart of the Kundalini practice, information is available to everyone. On your phone, you can see this practice. My son is taking open source courses from Stanford and from MIT. He doesn't have to leave the house, and yet he has access to this information. He doesn't have to take an SAT, and he has access to this information. It goes the other way. We can create an online course and we can offer information to one another. And what this means is this fantastic opening of doors. It means that secrets cannot be hidden anymore. It means that we have the ability to gather information and see longer patterns and share them out and say, this is justice and this is injustice. And we can share that without hindrance. These old models are breaking down. At an individual level, this can lead to a lot of overwhelm. We are the first generation that is truly interacting with these digital devices that connect us to so many things. We're overwhelmed with choice. We're overwhelmed with information. Our old ways, our old structures are under siege, and they need to break down. Kundalini is designed at its heart to be the technology that reassembles us with awareness, with a meditative and neutral mind, and with an elevated spirit of strength. Juneteenth, a day of enormous possibility, enormous unraveling. May we participate. And may you know that what you're doing right now in this next hour is absolutely evolving the human spirit to handle what comes next. It was foretold, it is planned for, these are the teachings. And so we begin. Palms together, sitting tall. I will talk more about it on Sunday in the Dharma talk if you're interested. It's just so good to know how we have been made ready. And it feels good. It's not about turning yourself inside out. It's about all the growth that you are enjoying, all the ways it supports you. Om Namo, I am held and guided by that which is outside of me. Guru Dev Namo, I am held and guided by that which is inside of me. That all of this is an innate aspect of my life. I am simply called further into it. 3 times with me. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Roll your shoulders, shake out your hands, start your playlist, Naturaleza, and we come to stand. If standing doesn't work for you, you come to your seat. You inhale your hands up high. You inhale your hands down low. You inhale, and then you exhale down. To in, to in, to in, to out. Inhale, 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 out. So we are breaking through the limitations in our joints. the places that don't allow us to bring our hands high. So loosen your wrists and swing it all the way through your fingertips. Make space between your ribs and let your breathing grow strong. Close your eyes. Your pace is absolutely perfect. Your pace is absolutely yours. And you are absolutely divine. In, out. Three, 2, 1. Standing tall and bright from your hips to your heels, rooting down. Heart is high, chest is broad, hands are bright. Shake out the hands and the feet. The feet a little bit wider, little bend in the knees. Take one hand back, the other forward. Inhale, exhale, in and out. Or if you like, both out. X, X, X. Close your eyes. Notice anywhere where you're a little lackluster, where it's a little coasty. It doesn't need to get harder, but it can become more precise. That you can take up more of your body with the gesture. Hands and feet, arms and legs. And we're building this mental stamina to stay with it. So if we can keep ourselves steady and strong, then what needs to shift internally has our support. Good. 3 and 2. And draw both elbows back and inhale deeply. Hold the breath, lift your toes, anchor your heels, shoulder blades towards your spine. And exhale it out. Turning to the front, shake out your feet. Let your hands come up high, palms to touch. Fold over the left side. Inhale up and fold right. So you may have a little bend in your knees. You may go past your knees or your shins. And with a ha, we go. Ha. 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 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, 3 sips in the nose. Reach a little wiggle, reach tall, wag it out, and then widen down. Steady, just feel the change, feel the change. Just a change in how much is radiating out of us, how much access we've made for what is outside to penetrate in. Bring it down onto your back. Right hand behind your head, right leg out long. Left hand overhead, lift your head and shoulders, tap your heel. Inhale, opening. Exhale, tap. Inhale, exhale. Tap your heels, stay, cross your left ankle behind your right, put your left foot down, inhale your right foot open. So exhale to tap, X to cross, in, down, in, open, go out, out, in, exhale, exhale, in, out, out, in. One more. Good. 2 feet down. Right hand overhead, left leg long. Rise up, tap your heel. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, tap. Inhale, open. To out and to in. To out and to in. And then keep the tap, cross your right behind your left and down and inhale, open. Exhale, tap, exhale, cross. Inhale, down, inhale, open. To out, to in and in. X, X, in. One more we go. Good. Feet down. Hands wide. Draw your knee in a great circle. Use what you just made. Use the strength of your low abdomen. And now let that carry your foot in a great circle. So I know we changed the order, but I want you to feel how as you strengthen the low abdomen, Now we can command that circle a little bit differently. Reverse your direction. So if we build strength in our body, and that strength can create grace in our actions, we become very different in the world. One more circle. Put a bend in your knee, foot flat. Circle your left knee or circle your left foot. Finding a great smooth circle, feel then deepen the access to your lower left abdominal muscles. Keep your right foot heavy to the floor. Good. Reverse. Good. One more. And knees to your chest. Pause a beat. When you put your hands back wide, let your legs go out long and reverse that circle with both legs. So putting it together, using the low abdominal muscles, using the circular space you've made in the hips, and then reverse your direction. Feeling how it starts to change your breath to really clear the low body so completely. Go one more. Good. And then draw your knees to your chest, a little bit side to side. Feet flat. Press your thighs away. Cross your left ankle over your right knee and let it move a little bit side to side. Press your left thigh away and make space in that left hip, space in the left ribs, left waist. Good. And change left foot flat, right ankle over the left knee. Press it right side away. Open the right hip, the right shoulder. And into the chest, knees bend, side to side. And roll your way up to a wide-legged seat. And we'll hop onto the edge of a blanket. Just get a little elevation as you can. If you're on a chair, just widen your knees. Shake it out. If you need to prop blocks under your knees, keep it high. And then up and over. Inhaling over. Exhaling down. Good. One more each side. Open it up. At the center, put your fingertips down and lead with your heart. Tail back, toes up, elbows in. Folding. Folding. And as you bring it up to a seat, we're going to cross the legs and put a block in front of you. So you're seated right in the middle of your bolster or your blanket. Block is lengthwise to the front. Walk your seat right to the middle. Walk your fingertips forward. Just give yourself a moment side to side. Settle into the fold. Feel the outer edges of your feet down, the length of your spine. Make space in the front of your chest. And then the left forearm comes to the block. If you need 2 blocks, stack them up. That's fine. If you're seated on a chair, forearm over your thighs, right hand wide open. And then your right forearm down in front of your left. Inhale, opening. Exhale, down. To open. And to close. Open. One more, and we'll stay up high, just rolling open for a beat. And the right hand comes down. Left hand sweeps up, sweeps open. And the left forearm in front of the right. Inhale up. And exhale down. Open. And close. Inhale. And exhale. One more. The next time we'll stay up high and pause. Walk your fingertips forward, your seat back, lengthening the sides, the front body, the back body, all of it starts to open so that you can walk yourself up, hands on thighs, and circle your pelvis. So we think of that previous age of Pisces, all the gates, all the withholding. We have that in our body. And with these circles, we start to melt it down. Deepen your breathing. Match it to your circle if you choose. But it's small and it's strong and it's steady. Now we're looking to create coherence. The frequency of our heart matches the frequency of our thoughts. And that coherence is a state of profound healing. But to get there, we have to break through. So much lineage in our breath, in our bones. The way we resemble our parents is not just in looks. Evolve them. Evolve them in you. Pass it on. Reverse. So moving in the other direction, you have access to other parts of you. Massage your inner organs. Bring it up through the base of your rib cage. The heart, the shoulders, the chest, and the spine. We become mobile, we become adaptable, responsive, stretchy, and elastic instead of snapping and breaking. It's all in here. It's in these circles. And we say that's enough mobility, right? We want to stop. Keep going. This is what's asked of us just now. Go a little more, but be kind. You can be wise with yourself. The pace is yours. Three, 2, and we find the stop. We close our eyes so still, just feel the momentum you've made. Get a little taller. Heart comes up, chin comes in. And so the tip of your chin is lifting the top of your heart so tall. Outer knees drop toward the floor. All that strength of the low abdomen gathering in and up. And the spine tall. Letting it settle. Deeper and deeper into us. And we bring it. Legs go out. Shake out your feet. Shake out your legs. The Kriya begins here. If you're just starting and you want any music, Ocean of Silence, which is what a number of you seem to be practicing in. An ocean of silence. So good. So good. Sitting tall. Start small. Warm it up. Warm it up. Elbows, wrists, fingers. Couple big breaths. If you're new to this, heart stays high. You may stay right here. You're familiar with where you're headed. Keep the loose wrists. The wrists loose. Fingertips. Add a whisper of ha. Keep the breath. Keep the circles. Close your eyes. Close your mouth. You're going right out the nose. Feel your way into the rhythm that substantiates you, so that there's space for a little bit of undoing inside, a little wilderness, a little disorder. What we don't know can move around inside of us because the other aspects of us are strong and are stable. Anytime you need to, stop, shake it out, and come back in. Three, two, one. Inhale up. Heart up, chin in, extend. And then the chin to release. Exhale it down. Good. Onto your back. Right knee into your chest. Inhale the left one up, exhale down. Feet are flexed, legs are clean in their lines and in their angles. Drawing your right shin down towards the floor, reaching your left heel further away. Spread your toes. And change sides, left knee in, right leg long. Inhale, bring it up, and exhale, set it down. And one more. And then adding a block between your legs. Knees bent, feet flat, heels under your knees. Elbows down beside your ribs. Press your heels down to float your hips up. And then roll down through the spine. Press your heels down to lift your hips up. Press your elbows down to lift your heart. Tuck a shoulder, tuck another. Now we go rolling down. And inhale up. And exhale down. I have a very common experience with people who say, oh, I've heard about you and I checked it out, but what you were doing was so unusual. And doing what's familiar is so tempting. Stay there or hands overhead. And yet we move into the unfamiliar so simply, with so much repetition, that some days I know this better than I know my actual day. To be strong enough to lean into what we don't know yet, to try the unusual, to find the new pattern of thinking, this is what we need to be celebrating. May we stay pliable in our spirit to make something new, to make a change. And hands down, set your block aside, hands on thighs. Press away. I'm so grateful for your willingness. The fact that you're on your mat with me right now is such a declaration that you will move into new territory within yourself. Hard or easy, you will come to it and it will reward you. Knees to your chest. Roll your way up. Build a seat. So on your blanket or on your chair, legs crossed. Fingertips to your shoulders, in left, out right. Hello, Friday. Hello, Friday. In left, out right. Starting gently, let it build until there is a precision and a potency. Let your wrist rise over your elbow. Thumb and first fingers touch. Opening the chest, the inner arms, the fingertips, stabilizing the navel. we're amplifying our energy and amplifying our capacity to handle it. We're not just running blindly. We're giving ourselves direction. We're listening. And we're learning who we are and what we're here to do. Good. Bring your palms together. Interlace your fingers, pointing up, turning left and turning right, loosening your shoulders, reaching through the tips of your fingers. Close your eyes. Feel your jaw loosen, your heart up. Outer shoulders, inner arms. X, 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 X. Shaking loose the way we thought it was going to be. And breathing in a quality of trust. And we are not alone. To center. 3 sips. Heart up. Release your hands. Down to your belly. Either on your belly, on the right side of your mat, or standing at a wall with your left hand out wide. Walk yourself a little further right and then roll to your left ribs, left outer hip. Bend your right knee high, put it down. If you're at the wall, your feet are parallel to the wall. So your toes are pointed in one direction. They're pointed to the right, and your left hand points to the left, and we spin down the middle. Notice, where are you pushing and where are you holding? And if you have both forces going at one time, you've just made a very lovely point of inertia. So where can you breathe and where can you soften and begin to create revolution instead of inertia? And you bring it down. Changing sides, walk yourself to the left. Right hand out wide, right palm flat to the floor or the wall. Come onto your right hip, right ribs, drop your head, bring your left knee high onto the floor. Dropping your head. Allowing your breathing to move through you more fully. So what do you have to soften in your legs, in your arms, in your face, in your knees? And bring it to belly down. Walking to the middle of your mat. Left fingertips are out long, left toes are tucked under, right hand reaches back. And then lifting the chest, lift the heel. Or hold your right outer ankle. Exhaling down, inhaling up. Right through the belly, right through the chest. Excellent. One more, reach it, pause. And then your right toes down and your right fingers out. Your left hand back, press into your heel. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. And then catch your outer ankle and press into your heel. Exhaling down, inhaling up. And setting it down, walk your thighs back, walk your feet flat, hands beside you to peel the chest up, wag the tail, settle the hips. On your exhale, roll your belly down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. If you're pregnant or can't go belly down, do cat-cow. If you're seated in your chair, hands on your thighs, chest is forward and then the chest rounds. Inhale, exhale down. Whew. As though you could flush the whole front body clear. Strengthen with the back body. Strengthen all the way to the tips of your toes, the length of your legs, and then roll your body down. One more. And hands and knees. Good. Look to your knees, tuck your chin, drop your head. Walk your inner knees together, your inner feet together. Hold your seat back. Oh. Oh. And hands and knees. And come to roll over on your back. Holding your shins, roll yourself forward and back on your spine. If you can't roll on your back, you're just going to round your back and lift up tall. Good. One more and we'll roll up to stand. Feet flat, body strong. Hands to your hips. Bend in the knees, squatting down, inhale, stand up. Strengthen the stance. When you're ready, work there or hands to your shoulders. Work there or hands behind your head. Work there or drop your hips to your heels. Three, 2, and 1. Hands down. Out of the feet, out of the hands. Bring it to a circle. Loose and tall. Whisper of ha. Close your mouth, out your nose, eyes are closed. You are a being of light. Feel it all through you and around you. And without force, but rather with invitation. A little bigger, clear and strong. And then make it yours. The hint of a smile,
the radiant quality that you could bring to your life right from here. "20 seconds, just like this. Three, 2. Bring it up, 3 sips in. Heart up, chin in, reaching tall. Lift the pelvic floor. Stay tall, stay tall. When you exhale, bring it out the top of your head with your attention. And slowly, softly, the elbows bend. The hands descend. Sitting tall. Feeling what you've met. Kundalini serves to build our spiritual fitness, a strength and ease in our bodies that we can move without pain, and be healthy and vital. An awareness of mind that can free itself from old, unnecessary grooves and patterns. And a quality of spirit that's seeking to be an extension of the great good of the world. All beings are an extension of the great good in the world. Pause your playlist where you're at. You may stay seated or lie back. No. Sat Kartar. Palms together, Sat. Palms forward, Kar. Palms press out, Tar. Sat Kar 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 Tar. Continue. Sat Kar Tar. Sat is truth and divinity. Sat Kar Tar. Kartar is the doer, the action. She, he who does the action. Sat Kar Tar. Sat Kar Tar. That they act in truth and with light. Sat Kar Tar. Like a blessing. Sat kar, tar. A reminder. Sat, kar, tar. Sat, kar, tar. Sat, kar, tar. Sat, kar. Eyes closed. Sat, kar, tar. 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 Two more. Sat, kar, tar. Sat, kar, tar. Staying seated or onto your back. If you like music, press play for motif. Lie back. Shake out your feet side to side and your knees up and down. And just notice how it feels to rest. Make any adjustment you need. And let your breath be big and full to start. Feel what it is to rest. Get softer somewhere. get softer. A little more tenderness. And stay tender. Even as you deepen your breathing. Hands overhead. Out long. Out the feet, out the knees. Roll yourself up. Knees to your chest. The legs cross, the heart high. Interlace your fingers just for a moment. Sweep it up, sweep it out. One more. And the hands up and the palms together. Bring it down the middle. Good. Reassemble it. Sweep wide, reach tall. And down the middle. So we are ready. Last one. And palms together. And all the way back down. And in your mind or aloud, repeat, I expand in success, abundance, and love every day as I inspire those around me to do the same. Hands to the forehead, centered. 8 count sat, 2 count nam. Sat nam. Sat nam, I see myself. Namaste, I see you. Have a fantastic, fantastic weekend. Asana is really necessary to keep all of this working. Asana with anybody as you choose, but I will be here tomorrow. I try to teach a class that the first 30 minutes is a class. You can leave after 30 and it's good. Another 60. So 0 to 30, 0 to 60, or 0 to 90. You decide how far in you want to go, but a little bit of asana is so important to keep all of this safe in your system and not just a live wire of energy, but really directed and anchored. So stay safe, and perhaps I'll see you tomorrow, and perhaps I'll see you next Friday night for a breath workshop to understand 3 breaths for 3 purposes. Knowing where and how to breathe has kept me functioning for the last 99 days. So I'm very excited to share it with you. Sat Nam. Details for that workshop, if you're interested, are marthamcalpin.com/RSVP. And you'll see there are 3 workshops listed there. Pick where you're coming.